Welcome back to another Movies with Andy. Today's movie is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Everything you've done has come to this.
This is a no spoiler review. Tom Cruise is back as Ethan Hunt on another impossible mission. But maybe it is possible this time. I don't know. So I am a huge fan of Tom Cruise and the Mission Impossible franchise, as you can tell. And I am pretty knowledgeable on all the Mission Impossible films. So to say that I was excited for this film is a huge understatement. So let me start with the things that I really liked. Of course, the action sequences in this movie were unforgettable. There is one underwater sequence that I was actually trying to hold my breath or being like, how can I survive this situation? And I feel like my anxiety levels were kind of high because I was trying to hold my breath while being like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Okay, why is this moving? Oh, okay, he's gotta really hurry up now. And that was just one of the action sequences. The other big one is the biplane sequence. Now this one has Tom Cruise holding on to the planes for dear life. What surprised me is that they had so many different camera angles of him on the airplane. And not only that, but Tom Cruise is also acting and doing the action sequences while holding on to the plane. So those two action sequences were amazing. And not only that, but Tom Cruise does such an amazing job in this film. He does have way more emotional scenes than past Mission Impossible films. And this movie is really all on Tom Cruise's back, because the movie does focus mostly on him. And I think this is the Mission Impossible movie with the most shirtless Tom Cruise we've ever seen. Just a little fun fact for you. And everybody else does such an amazing job as well. They're just supporting and working together with Ethan Hunt to try to save the world one more time. Also, it was so cool to see characters from past films come back for this film. And I'm saying this right now, I think Angela Bassett is one of the best movie presidents we've seen in a very long time. I don't know, I'm just saying. And you know, with it being a Mission Impossible film, the cinematography is always beautiful. They just have such an amazing way to show off the landscape of where they're at. And of course, we have some pretty awesome Tom Cruise running sequences. You know they're always great, and this is gonna go perfect with the Tom Cruise compilation video. Now, with all that being said, these are some things that I didn't like. Like I said, I am a longtime Mission Impossible franchise fan. So on that note, I just felt like, for me, since I've seen all the past films, the first hour just tries to throw in a lot of exposition. As in, it tries to remind you everything that happened in the past movies. Relevant to this movie, of course. So if you haven't seen the past films, it does give you a little wrap up so you know what's happening. Yes, it was cool to see those past films being referenced in this movie. And they just show a lot of scenes and action sequences from the past. But since I'm already a fan of the franchise, I already know everything that's happened before. So I just feel like that took up the first hour of this film. And also, Dead Reckoning leads up into the Final Reckoning, of course. But there were some characters in Dead Reckoning that were kind of pushed to the side in the Final Reckoning, which was a problem for me because I felt like one of the characters from Dead Reckoning was going to be a very big part of the Final Reckoning, but they were kind of just pushed to the side. And I had a small problem with the ending of the film, but I don't want to get into it because that's just a very big spoiler. But I want to hear what you thought about it in the comments. So now would I, a longtime fan of the Mission Impossible franchise, go watch this movie again? Well, what can I say? Well, what had happened was, I don't know if I should say this. Yes, I would completely go watch this movie again in the theaters. Although it had its problems and it wasn't my favorite in the franchise, it is still a very good movie. And they always find a way to push the limits with these films. But there will never be another like Tom Cruise. He is the greatest action star, and I can't wait to see what he does after this film. So are you watching this movie this weekend? And if you are, I would love to hear what you have to say about this film. And also, let me know where this ranks in your Mission Impossible franchise list. Please let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more movie reviews every week.